Let's talk about a place in our kitchen we all rely on every single day. The refrigerator. We open it, put food inside, trusting it to keep everything fresh and safe, right? But what if I told you that some common foods you put in the fridge are actually being harmed, and might even be putting your health at risk? It sounds strange, doesn't it? We've always been told cold keeps things fresh. But the truth is, for certain foods, refrigeration can damage their texture, steal their nutrients, ruin their flavor, and in some surprising cases, even lead to the formation of harmful chemicals or toxins. And for us, especially as we get a little older, protecting our health from every possible angle is more important than ever. Millions of people unknowingly make simple storage mistakes that can affect the quality and safety of their food. Today, we're going to uncover these hidden mistakes. I'll walk you through 10 everyday foods you should absolutely never refrigerate. And I won't just list them. I'll explain the surprising why behind each one, the science of what's happening when they get too cold. This conversation might just change the way you stock your kitchen forever. You'll learn simple tricks and tips that can make a big difference. So, before you open that fridge door again, stick around. And if you're ready to uncover these surprising truths, please give this video a like and subscribe to our channel. Let's dive straight into our first common kitchen staple that's hiding a danger in your fridge: potatoes. So, we're exploring the surprising truth that not everything belongs in the cold comfort of the refrigerator. And this isn't just about making sure your food tastes its best. It's about protecting your health in ways you might not realize. This is the hidden risk: why improper storage matters, foodborne illness, and vulnerability. For many of us, especially older adults, our immune systems aren't quite as robust as they used to be. This means we are often more vulnerable to what's known as foodborne illness. That's when you get sick from eating contaminated food. More than just spoilage. While the fridge slows down spoilage for some foods, for others that shouldn't be there, the combination of cold and trapped humidity can actually create environments where certain bacteria or molds can still thrive, or where chemical reactions can occur that create undesirable or even harmful compounds. The silent threat. It's a quiet mistake, because the food might not look visibly spoiled right away. But unknowingly consuming food that's developed toxins or harmful bacteria due to improper storage is a real risk, and one that can hit seniors particularly hard. Protecting your health starts with the basics, and that includes how you store your food. Understanding which environment each food thrives in is a simple but powerful step to reduce your risk of getting sick. Now that we know why proper storage is crucial for our health, let's dive into our list, starting with a kitchen staple that might be hiding a surprising danger right in your crisper drawer: potatoes. Alright, coming in at number 1 on our list of foods not to refrigerate is root veggie danger number 1. Potatoes, acrylamide risk. Humble potatoes are a comfort food for so many of us, a staple in countless meals. But putting raw potatoes in the fridge is a mistake you definitely want to avoid. The starch to sugar problem. When you store raw potatoes in cold temperatures, like inside your refrigerator, their natural starches convert into sugars much faster than they normally would. The acrylamide link. The concern here is that when these sugar-loaded potatoes are cooked at high heat, think roasting, baking, or especially frying, these sugars can react with an amino acid to form a chemical called acrylamide. Studies, mainly in animals, have linked acrylamide exposure to cancer. While research in humans is ongoing, it's something food safety organizations monitor. And for seniors, minimizing exposure to potential toxins is always a good idea. Taste and texture loss. Beyond the chemistry, refrigerated potatoes often turn oddly sweet, feel mushy or gritty, and even look darker when cooked. The cold ruins their natural texture and flavor. The right way. The best place for raw potatoes is a cool, dark, dry, and well-ventilated space, like a pantry or cupboard. A basket or mesh bag works great to allow airflow. For potatoes, cold isn't kind. Proper storage keeps them safe and tasty. From a root vegetable staple to a comfort food we enjoy daily, our next item is one you might think the fridge helps keep fresh, but it's actually doing the exact opposite. Let's talk about bread. You got it. This is staleness and mold. Bread, retrogradation, and mold risk. Who doesn't love a warm slice of bread or a fresh sandwich? It feels logical to put it in the fridge to make it last, right? Wrong. The refrigerator is actually where bread goes to get stale faster. The science of staling. There's a fancy word for it. Retrogradation. It's what happens when the starch molecules in bread quickly recrystallize in cold temperatures. This process dries out the bread and makes it firm and hard, sometimes within just a day or two. The mold problem. Even worse, when you take cold bread out of the fridge, moisture from the warmer air condenses on the surface and inside the bag. This creates the perfect breeding ground for mold. Moldy bread isn't just unappetizing. It can be dangerous, especially for older adults with more sensitive systems. The right way. If you'll eat the bread within a few days, keep it sealed in a bag or bread box at room temperature. For longer storage, the freezer is your friend. Slice it before freezing and just take out what you need. For bread, the cold is the enemy of freshness. Room temperature or the freezer are much better choices. Moving on to flavor and odor spread. Onions. Humidity, mold, cross-contamination. Onions are essential for adding flavor to so many dishes. But storing them incorrectly in the fridge can lead to mold and even make your butter taste like onions. Humidity is the enemy. Whole onions have a dry outer skin that protects them. But the cold and humidity inside the fridge work against this, causing them to soften and spoil faster, often leading to mold and dark spots. Odor transfer. Onions are highly aromatic. Their sulfur compounds easily spread in a closed, cold environment, transferring strong smells and tastes to nearby foods like dairy or fruit. No one wants onion-flavored milk. Cut onion risk. Once cut, onions become even more prone to bacterial growth. A half-used onion left in a damp fridge can quickly become unsafe. The right way. Keep whole onions in a cool, dark, dry place with good air circulation. A pantry or a basket works well. Cut onions should be stored in an airtight container in the fridge, but used within a couple of days. Onions need to breathe and stay dry. Giving them space outside the humid fridge preserves their quality and prevents flavor contamination. From a savory staple to a sunny favorite, our next food is tropical fruit mistakes. Tomatoes, flavor, texture, nutrient loss. Bright, juicy tomatoes are a taste of summer, but putting them in the fridge is the quickest way to ruin everything you love about them. Cold shuts down flavor. Tomatoes are tropical fruits that ripen best in warmth. Cold temperatures damage the enzymes responsible for developing their delicious sweet and tangy flavors. The result? Dull, mealy, watery, and flavorless tomatoes. Nutrient loss. The cold can also cause a breakdown of vitamin C, a key nutrient for immune support and skin health, especially important for older adults. Signs of stress. You might notice chilled tomatoes get wrinkly skin. That's a sign the cold has stressed them. The right way. Store tomatoes at room temperature, stem side down, to keep air out, in a bowl or basket, away from direct sunlight. This lets them ripen naturally and keeps their flavor and nutrition intact. Let tomatoes ripen and shine in the warmth they love. It's best for taste and your health. Moving from a fruit to a potent flavor booster, our next item is potent ingredients gone bad. Number 1. Garlic, sprouting, and botulism risk. Garlic adds magic to meals and is praised for health benefits like supporting immunity and blood pressure. But storing it in the fridge can destroy its power and even create a rare, serious risk. Cold causes sprouting. Whole garlic bulbs need dry, cool, ventilated storage. The fridge's cold and humidity make them sprout prematurely, turning the cloves bitter and rubbery. The botulism risk. Critical. This is the most serious concern. Chopped or minced garlic stored in oil creates an environment where a dangerous bacteria, Clostridium botulinum, can grow and produce a deadly toxin. This can lead to botulism, a rare but severe illness causing paralysis, and can be fatal. The FDA has issued warnings because this bacteria thrives without oxygen and in low-acid environments like oil. For seniors, even rare risks need to be taken seriously. The safe way: keep whole bulbs in a dry, dark, airy place, pantry. If you store chopped garlic in oil, it must contain acid, like commercial products with citric acid, or be made fresh and used immediately/discarded. Never store homemade garlic and oil mixes at room temperature or even in the fridge for long. A safer alternative for cut garlic storage is mixing it with vinegar or lemon juice. Acid helps prevent bacteria, and using it within a couple of days. Better yet, chop fresh when needed. It only takes a minute. With garlic, safety in storage is paramount. Understand the botulism risk and store it the right way to ensure this powerful food heals, not harms. Moving from a pungent route to a morning ritual, our next item is morning ritual risks. Coffee, moisture/odor absorption, and antioxidant loss. For many of us, that first cup of coffee is a moment of peace. But your fridge might be quietly ruining it. Coffee is a sponge. Coffee beans and grounds are hygroscopic, meaning they love to absorb moisture and odors from the air. Your fridge is a humid place full of leftover smells, which your coffee will happily soak up. Condensation and mold. Every time you open the fridge door, temperature changes cause condensation inside the coffee container, leading to clumping, stale flavors, and even mold if it's not perfectly airtight. Losing the good stuff. Humidity and light also break down coffee's beneficial antioxidants, like chlorogenic acids, which are good for your heart and brain. So you're losing the health benefits too. The right way: store coffee beans or grounds in an opaque, airtight container at room temperature. Keep it in a dark cupboard away from heat sources. Grind only what you need right before brewing for the best flavor and benefits. Treat your coffee right by keeping it dry, dark, and airtight outside the fridge. Your morning ritual will thank you. From a bitter truth to a sweet favorite, our next item is sweet and sticky issues. Honey, crystallization, and fermentation risk. Honey is a natural wonder, used for centuries for its soothing and healing properties. But putting it in the fridge is a common mistake. Nature's preserver, honey is naturally resistant to spoilage at room temperature because of its low water content and acidity. It doesn't need the fridge. Cold causes crystallization. Cold temperatures make honey crystallize much faster, turning that smooth, golden liquid into a grainy, hard mess that's difficult to use. Moisture leads to fermentation. While crystallization isn't harmful, repeatedly opening a cold, crystallized jar introduces moisture. Moisture is honey's enemy. It can disrupt the natural balance and lead to fermentation, giving the honey a sour taste, smell, and foamy texture. Not what you want. The right way: store honey in a sealed container at room temperature in a cupboard away from direct sunlight and heat. If your honey crystallizes, gently warm the jar in warm, not boiling, water to bring it back. Honey is perfect as it is. Give it a stable, dry spot outside the fridge, and it will stay wonderful. Alright, moving on to tropical fruit mistakes number 2. Bananas, chill damage and antioxidant loss. Bananas are a beloved, easy snack, packed with potassium. But these tropical natives really hate the cold. Cold stops ripening. Bananas need warmth to activate the enzymes that turn their starches into sweet sugars. The fridge shuts these enzymes down, stopping the ripening process cold. Chill damage. Instead of ripening, the cold causes damage to the skin, turning it dark gray or black. Even if the fruit inside is still pale, the texture often becomes mushy in patches. They lose their sweetness and can develop a strange, metallic taste. Losing goodness. Refrigeration can also reduce beneficial antioxidants in bananas, like dopamine and catechins, which are important for brain health and fighting inflammation, key for active seniors. The right way: store bananas at room temperature in a fruit bowl or hanging up for airflow. Keep them away from other fruits to slow down ripening if needed. If they get too ripe, peel and freeze them for smoothies or baking. Let bananas ripen naturally in a warm spot. They'll be tastier and better for your health that way. And finally, before we wrap up with reorganization tips, let's look at liquid gold gone wrong. Olive oil, oxidation, and flavor loss. Olive oil is a staple of healthy diets, praised for heart health and fighting inflammation. But putting this liquid gold in the fridge can turn it harmful over time. Cold damage. Cold temperatures cause olive oil to solidify and turn cloudy. While you can warm it back up, the repeated temperature changes from moving the bottle in and out of the fridge stress its chemical structure. Oxidation risk. This repeated stress and exposure to air when opening the bottle can lead to oxidation, which breaks down the healthy fats and can create harmful free radicals. These contribute to aging and inflammation, the very things you're likely trying to avoid. Flavor loss. Refrigerated olive oil loses its wonderful, fresh flavor, becoming dull and heavy. The right way: store olive oil in its original dark glass or metal container in a cool, dark cabinet away from heat sources like the stove or a sunny window. Stored properly, it stays fresh and beneficial for a long time. Give your valuable olive oil the gentle care it deserves outside the fridge to keep its health benefits and delicious flavor intact. So, we've covered 10 common foods that really don't belong in your refrigerator and explored the surprising reasons why. Now, let's take all this knowledge and turn it into action with some practical tips for organizing your kitchen for optimal health and safety, including some things that absolutely need to stay cold. We've covered a lot of ground today, pulling back the curtain on some surprising kitchen habits. We've learned about 10 common foods, from potatoes and bread to garlic, coffee, bananas, and olive oil, that really shouldn't be kept in your refrigerator. And more importantly, we understand why, whether it's to avoid potential toxins, prevent staleness and mold, protect precious nutrients and flavor, or steer clear of dangerous bacteria risks like botulism. The big picture principle. The common thread often comes down to fighting unnecessary moisture, preventing unwanted chemical reactions, and respecting the food's natural needs outside of extreme cold. Organize for health. Making simple changes in your kitchen storage can make a big difference. Group foods by where they belong: a fruit bowl for your tropical friends, a cool, dark spot for roots, airtight containers for things that absorb smells or moisture. Even little adjustments like moving your honey to a cupboard or keeping olive oil away from the stove count. Crucial safety message. Now, while we've focused on what not to refrigerate, it's vital to remember that some foods absolutely must be kept cold for safety. Things like raw and cooked meats, dairy products, eggs in the US, and all your leftovers need to be refrigerated promptly to prevent the growth of dangerous bacteria. Knowing what needs cold is just as important as knowing what doesn't. A fundamental lesson. Understanding how to store your food correctly is a fundamental step in protecting your health, especially as we age. It's empowering to know that simple changes right here in your kitchen can make such a difference in the safety and quality of what you eat every day. Your power, and a crucial disclaimer. You have the power to make these smart choices. Remember, this information is general guidance. If you have specific health conditions or concerns, please consult with your doctor or a registered dietitian. This video is not a substitute for professional medical advice. What is one change in food storage you are going to make starting today after watching this video? Share it in the comments below. If you found these insights helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications for more practical tips and crucial health information for seniors. Speaking of crucial health information, fish is often called brain food and is praised for its omega-3s. But did you know that for seniors, certain types of fish can contain dangerous levels of toxins, while others are incredibly beneficial? In our next video, we're giving you an essential health warning. We're revealing seniors. For fishes you must eat and for you should never touch. You won't want to miss this vital guide. Thank you so much for watching and for taking charge of your health. We'll see you in the next video.